Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus, Episode 58, Productivity Tips. Productivity. This is something that every author struggles with. They have goals, they have desires, they have a publication schedule, and then they sit there with their hands over their fingers over the keyboard and wonder. You have to find your headspace. This is the most important element of productivity. You need to know the story you're going to tell. You need to be able to break it down into smaller bite-sized chunks that you can then enter from your mind through your fingers or through your mouth via dictation to the computer, where it stores your awesomeness and your story, or that which you're going to use to educate, entertain, and bring revenue into you, because you want to realize value from your words. You're going to sit there, you're going to work on these stories you think in your head and then turn them into books. You got to get there. You got to get to the end. How do you do that? You start jamming. You got to find your headspace. You need to know the story, and then you need to get the words in. So have a goal. It helps to have a goal to reach. I only need 100 words. I only need 500. I only need 1,000 words. For me, I like writing scenes. I write a scene. I think of scenes as pearls in a necklace, and then you tie the scenes together. So I don't necessarily need to write all the scenes in chronological order. My books are chronologically ordered. I write the scenes. I tie them together. It's sometimes that's easier, and sometimes setting up a scene is just painful, and you're doing it. Okay, yeah, it's a room. It's on a planet, and yeah, everything's great, and people love each other. Sometimes that's boring as hell, but you got to set up that scene. You make that scene, and you're going to find, hey, look at the words fly as I'm writing this scene. You have to manage your distractions. In the writing world, we write wherever we are. So you may have a small apartment with a toddler running around, and finding that right environment that's distraction free for you to get those ideas out of your head and into your computer could be a challenge. But that's where you need to manage those distractions. What is a good time where at nap time, hey, we're jamming, even though I'm a little tired, or it's in your office or on your bed the first thing in the morning, or maybe it's in the park on lunch hour. You got to find that headspace, that place where the distractions don't keep you from completing the process of getting what's in your head into your computer. Sometimes you just dictate into your phone. Sometimes you type into your phone, whatever works for you. Most importantly, see the story as it unfolds. As you make progress, you're going to look and say, geez, I've got half a book now. I've been working on this for a year, but only 15 minutes at a pop. And all of a sudden, look at all this progress. And you're going to see, and you need to keep that in mind. Don't look at how far behind you are. Look at how far you've come. That's important to keep you positively focused on moving forward until you reach the end. And then you can say, look at all of this. This is what I've accomplished. A lot of people say they want to write books, but they start writing and they manage 1-2 pages, and all of a sudden they say, this sucks, because they can't manage the headspace. They can't manage the rest of the story. They can't deal with typing. It might take you 80 hours of intense writing time to write your book. And you think, 80 hours, that's 2 weeks full time. Yeah, you can't write intensely for 80 hours in 2 weeks. Some people can, but very rarely. They're the rare person. Everybody else, you really have to pick and choose and get into the flow and get the words going. And you'll realize that 80 hours, it could stretch out over a year or 2 years to actually get the right headspace and make those words come to fruition. See the story unfold, see where you see how far you've come. No matter where you started, you're always going to be farther than then, because you're starting with zero. You're starting with a blank page. And then finally, the most important element of all of this is review your progress. Review what worked, what didn't work, and what you want to replicate. Hey, let's do more of that. Let's do less of this. I have to turn off Facebook. Otherwise, I hear a ding and I immediately jump over there. I hear the dings on Book Report of, hey, cash register, stop it. Shut those off and manage those distractions. Keep yourself moving forward. Get that story. Have your goals, whether it's a scene, a number, a word count, just a time. Hey, I'm going to sit here, nothing but me and my manuscript for an hour. Okay, that works for some people as well. You have to review and see what works for you, because only you are there with your computer, with your phone, with your pad of paper, and it's only you that gets those words down. So in order to do that, you have to review what you are doing. Manage your distractions and get those words and see how far you've come. Don't look at how far you have yet to go. All right, everybody.